So if you're just starting out and you don't really know what to do in your business to increase your sales, this video is exactly for you, because in this video we are going to discuss one of the actions which you can take right now, like right today, and increase your sales right today. So I want you to watch this video completely and take action whatever I'm gonna say. In case if you don't understand anything, like some of the points I want to make today, you are allowed to comment and I will reply very soon. So yeah, let's start today's video. So if you're just starting out to make money, the real problem is first time buyer's dilemma. Think about it. You have at least 200 people visiting your website, but only 50 of them buy. The number can matter, like it could be 30, it could be 100. But the thing is, not all of them is not all of them is converting. So that is the point we want to make today. So, hi, my name is Junaid. I help beginner entrepreneurs who are just starting out, who are stuck at $1,000 to $5,000 per month, to rebuild their offer in a way that they increase their sales. That is the main objective. I want you to increase your sale. All right, so let's start today's video. So, one of the problems early entrepreneurs, founders really have is the first buyer dilemma, the first time buyer dilemma. So what they really do to solve this kind of problem, they will go to marketing, they will do this, blah, 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 get more customers. But what they actually ignore is their conversion rates. All right, so in today's video, we are going to talk about the first time buyer dilemma, which is uncertainty and hesitation. So if you're just starting out to make money, you have made $1,000 to $5,000, but you want to go beyond that limit and you really want to make more money, but you're kind of stuck and you want to really understand like what should you do, what business principle you should apply to your own business to improve your or to increase your sales, to make more conversions, but you're kind of stuck because you're new. This video is exactly for you, because in this video we are going to talk about how you can increase your sales right today, like as we are talking. How can you apply this one thing I'm about to talk in this video? At the end of this video, I'm going to give you execution rules too, but how can you increase it today? So first of all, we need to understand the first time buyer's dilemma, which is uncertainty and hesitation. Now, what really happens is that when someone new visits your website, there is a whole bunch of emotional thing going on in the brain, like psychological thing. Like, can I trust this guy? Should I buy from this? Does he looks credible? And that matters a lot when you are when you are in coaching businesses, when you are consulting businesses, because credibility matters a lot there. Think about it. If you are fat and if you want to get rid of that fat, if you want to become healthy, which is good, so you will look for someone who is credible, right? You will look for someone who has got testimonials, who has got people saying like, yeah, he's good. Like, you want to build the trust first. That's how the mind works. We need to build trust and credibility about the person. Then we will make a purchase, because think about it. When was the last time you made a purchase and you didn't really trust that guy? Never happens. We first try to build the trust, right? So we need to get rid of this uncertainty, which is, you can say, oh, an enemy to your business, and hesitation. Now, you're starting out, you don't have a very expensive product like $10,000 product. So you don't need to have a closure for this. You just need to do the small tweaks and it will improve your rates of conversion. Whether you have, and also you don't need to increase your traffics, by the way, because a lot of entrepreneurs, what the mistake they do is that they jump into marketing and they will bring 1,000 more people, and they'll be like, oh, now I'm getting more sales, but they ignore the fact that they have low conversion rates. So if you're just starting out and you have 100 people visiting your website, but only 30 of them buy, and you're like, oh no, I need to get more people, you're just stupid, because you need to at least get 80 people out of 100 to buy your product. And if you're not doing that, if that's not happening, you should know that your product is, or your offering, that is the big part, your offer is not working. All right, so let's start today's video. So, hi, I'm Junal. I help beginner entrepreneurs stuck at $1,000 to $5,000 per month to rebuild their offer to increase their sales. Genuinely, like, this is the simplest way I can tell this. Offer is one of the game changer in your business. It is the lifeblood of a business. So let's start. So when someone buys your product, or when someone visits your website, the first question they ask is, will it actually work for me? Like, is it gonna be worth the investment? Should I buy? Should I not? There's a whole bunch of uncertainty and hesitation, as we discussed. So that is a big problem, and we need to improve that. Emotional, you can say, emotional work going on the brain, right? So first of all, we need to have testimonials. A testimonials is basically a beacon of trust and validation. And if you really want to understand, you don't really know, you're just starting out. Let me tell you, a testimonial is basically a guy who bought your product, who got the result that you promised, they got everything, and they just made a video, and they're like, ha, Sam really helps. So testimonial is basically when someone, let me use the word customer, when some customer buys your product, because I'm not using the word prospect because it will kind of confuse you, but when someone buys your product and they're like, no, and they made a video about you to send you so that you can add testimonials, there's a whole bunch of process, but they made a video and they're like, oh no, Sam really helps. And then you uploaded. Fuck off. What am I doing? So what is a testimonial? Testimonial is basically a 1 minute video made by your customer who bought a product, telling about your product, how it works, how it helps, how it gives the solution for your product. That is a testimonial. So if you are a fitness coach and you have built a 14 days program to lose fat, then the customer who is buying your product, who is basically fat obviously, and they will make a video like, no, Sam really helps, he has this 14 days program which helps you to lose fat and everything, and I lost 15 kg in, I don't know, 14 months. Oh sorry, in 14 weeks. That was a lot. In 14 weeks I lose this many kgs and everything. So it is a detailed video about your product, your service, how you help the customers. It builds trust, it builds credibility, and that's what we're going to discuss right now. So yeah, social proof. First of all, it is a social proof. It provides the reassurance and validation that first-time buyers desperately need. Like, this is a word you need to get in love of. Desperately need. Because think about it, when was the last time? This is the beautiful question I like to ask every single time to remind me of the sales principle. When was the last time you bought something and you didn't trust that guy? And you didn't try to find, like, is that guy credible? You always do, right? So that is the point. We need to have the sort of trust, credibility, then we're gonna buy. We're not gonna buy for someone who is random, you know? So it is a social proof. And by the way, I can go to the persuasion principles, I can go to the how it works and everything, like the psychological part thing, but I don't really want to go there because I want to keep things simple. And if you think that I talk too fast, if I say things too fast, just leave a comment. I will try to improve that. And if you have any feedback for my content, say that too. So let's begin. Well, let's go with our next. Yeah, so how testimonials increases sales. So right now we're going to talk about the science behind how testimonials increases sales. So I want you to pay really close attention because this video might change the way you view sales or testimonial as, because we're going to discuss a lot more psychological thing. So let's begin. Testimonials builds trust and credibility. All right, so what is trust? I shouldn't ask this question because everyone knows what trust is. But trust and credibility is one of the most important thing we need to have when we make a purchase. Because if you don't have that, if someone is not having trust on someone, or someone who and if someone does not looks at someone and they feel like, yeah, this guy's credible, then they're less likely to make a purchase from them. So to really increase your sales, you need to increase your trust rate, we can say this word, and your credibility rate. Like you need to look like you're, yeah, credible. And you look at like that by showing more testimonials, by showing like this is how many people I've helped. So testimonial is the answer. And that builds trust too, because it addresses specific concern. And let me tell you this by one example. Let's imagine, I really like to have the example of a fat guy. Let's imagine you are a fitness coach, and you help I don't know, fat teenagers get rid of their fat which they gain back again and again. So the main problem you're solving is that the weight gaining section, like they gain weight again and again. They lose weight, then they gain weight, then they lose weight, then they gain weight. You're solving that. Now, someone struggling with that problem visits your website and he finds this testimonial of the person who actually bought your product saying, "No, Sam is a really great fitness coach. Sam really had this 14 days program, and it helped me to lose my fat which I was gaining again and again." So both individuals have same problem. Look at this. Both individuals have same problem, gaining weight again and again, right? Both individuals have same problem and they're gaining weight again and again, and by addressing specific concerns in the testimonials, now the guy who was just checking out, the beginner guy, he's like, oh no, I should buy from him. He has helped this guy who has the same problem as me. I should buy from this person. He looks like a credible guy. He helped him. How can he not help me? Then you will instantly make a purchase because there's trust and credibility, all because you added a 1 minute video on your website. And the more you do, the more in volume you do, the more results you get. Alright, so we're going to discuss a lot of things. Carry on with me. So, yeah, it reduces perceived risk. Now, what is perceived risk? Let me explain this with statements. What if, so any person who is visiting your website, they're asking a bunch of questions before knowing you, before watching any kind of testimonials. They're asking questions like, what if I make a wrong investment? What if this does not pays off? Like things like, what if I got in this risk? Like they're trying to look for risk. Is there any kind of risk? So testimonial really helps you to reduce the perceived risk. All right. So let's carry on. And the combination of all increases your sales and conversions. So yeah, conversion is also, if you're just starting out, maybe you don't know about this, but conversion is basically how many prospects, again, fucking words, I hate them. Conversion is how many people who visits your website convert into paying client. That is how simple it is. That's all conversion means. I wanted to keep things simple because you're just starting out. So yeah, execute this today, right today. If you really want to see any kind of result, just execute this right today. You need to ask for more testimonials from your clients. You need to get more testimonials on your website and do whatever, like solve people's problem for free and get testimonials. But get testimonials, that is the point. And by the way, in the near future, I'm going to create a separate video on how you can get more testimonials for your website. So I want you to subscribe to this channel, and I want you to really leave a comment as a feedback to my channel. So yeah, you need to get more testimonials on your website, and this is one of the most important section of the whole presentation I did on Canva, like this beautiful presentation. Get more testimonials on your website. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but if you have some early clients, you need to go and approach them and go like, hey, remember me? I solved this problem. Like, this is not a statement copy, because I'm just giving you an idea. Just go to them and, you really like this thing, da da da, and if you really enjoyed my service, can you just can you just shoot me a 1 minute video of talking about my service and how you really liked it, what was different. And by the way, in the next video, I'm gonna talk about what specific concerns you should add to your testimonials and everything. So yeah, it could be fun. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching this video. All right.